Guys, hope you all are doing well. Was an interesting GL game yesterday. A lot of wickets fell, lot of runs in the second innings in quick pace, while very few in the first. So yes, was an interesting game to play GL wise. Remember that the fan to play leaderboard is yet up and on. The first prize that you have here is an iPhone 14, the prestigious one, an iPad and AirPods Pro. So some very interesting prizes. The app link is in the description. You must go and download it right away so you can make best use. And what is the other thing I like about this app? I think there's not too many prizes for guessing, but yes, I'll tell you. And before that, this is a leaderboard contest, only 5,000 spots, so not too much of competition. And they also have a free entry for 5,000 rupees, so you must join that too. Like I mentioned, the link for both is in the description. So yes, I was mentioning something to you regarding this app. What is one thing that is very interesting is you can go with just two batters, and in the times where it's difficult to rely on batters to give you all those runs, and all rounders and bowlers doing the bulk in terms of point system and fantasy, I think it is a very good option for you to exploit. Now looking at the team for this game, Upul Tharanga should be a good choice. He didn't really get much of an opportunity because our opening partnership was amazing in the last game, but won't be the same every game. Phil Mustard is recently off domestic cricket, not last season, but I think he was playing till 2 seasons ago. So he should be a handy option for you to take. Then when you look at the batters, I think Sanat didn't play the last game, but Asela, along with batting, also bowled a bit. So I think he is a decent choice to make. Dilshan Munawira was in good touch, so not too much doubt on that one. And Ian Bell is also was playing till 2 seasons ago, so I think he can be a very good option, similar to Ross Taylor in terms of recency bias. Then you look at the all rounders. I think the most fresh player across all circuits has been Ricky Clark. He was playing for Surrey up until 2 months ago, so I think he would be in some top form. Chaturanga De Silva was interesting last game. Tilakaratne Dilshan, he'll be default captaincy, vice captaincy choice, especially because England can struggle against his spin along with his handy batting up top. Dimitri Mascarenhas, I'm not too sure. Obviously his pass skill was great, but I don't know how much match practice he's coming in with. Isru Udana should be a very good choice. So would be Noan Kulasekara. He did have some pace too. We can go with only one of the two because if we already have the all-rounders from here, so I would go Chaturanga De Silva or Jeevan Mendes, one of the two. That is a call that you'll have to make. Now, one interesting observation is whether subcontinent teams or international teams all have been bowling their spinners a lot, which means Stephen Parry can come into the game. Chris Chambliss, we know, is someone who is pretty fit even after his cricketing years, and if I'm not wrong, he did some boxing too. So yeah, he has some pace and bounce to offer. So I feel like this is a good setup. Now when you look at this team, I feel like one thing that we can do here is take a risk on either the keepers or one of the batters, because in that case you'll be able to fit in someone like Isru Udana who can give you value with bat and ball both, because even though Udana was not known for his batting skills at his time because of the recency of his play and having played a lot of domestic cricket, I think his batting at this level can be very handy for you. Captaincy, vice captaincy, Tilakaratne Dilshan, like I mentioned. Chris Tremlett, interesting option if he bowls first. Nuwan Kulasekara looked pretty fit last game. Jeevan Mendes was also decent. While if you feel wickets will fall early for Sri Lanka, Asala Gunaratne, because he'll be good with bat and ball both. And Ricky Clark maybe would be a good vice captaincy choice for you to make. So this is what my setup currently looks like for this specific game. Apart from that, if you guys have any sort of questions, feel free to put them in the comments box. And yes, remember to hit the like button before you leave this video. Thank you so much for tuning in.